A brand new study weighing in on a big issue. One of the nation's leading cancer experts says children who use cell phones could be 5 times more likely to get brain cancer. He is making his case on Capitol Hill later this week, and ABC's Sharon Alfonsi is here with why he says that's true. Sharon?
Good morning, Diane. Well, just the question's controversial. Could your cell phone cause cancer? Years of study have yielded conflicting results. There is no consensus about the degree of cancer risk, if any, to cell phone use. So this week, Congress is stepping in, asking some of the nation's top doctors to sort through all the studies and the science.
There is a lot of talk. On one end of the line, Dr. David Carpenter, the director of the Institute of Health and Environment at the University of Albany. Carpenter believes there is evidence that prolonged use of cell phones causes brain cancer and says children are more vulnerable. He points to the work of Swedish researchers who found that if children use cell phones before the age of 20, their risk of developing brain cancer goes up 5-fold.
Because the skull is so thin and the head is relatively small, the radiation penetrates almost through the head. In the adult, it only penetrates a short distance. So the exposure to a child is greater than that to an adult.
Carpenter will testify before Congress about the dangers of cell phones. But scientists remain sharply divided on the issue. Most studies found there was no association between cell phone use and tumors.
When you have a cell phone next to your ear, the barriers of the bone is just too great for the energy, the very low amount of energy that comes out of a cell phone.
Rosenfeld points out the use of cell phones has exploded, but the incidence of brain tumors are down. She says it doesn't take a brain surgeon to see the real danger of cell phones.
People are very distracted when they're on cell phones and they're crossing the street or they're driving, and these are just dangerous situations to be in. And I think this is the real risk of cell phones.
The FDA and the American Cancer Society both say there is no evidence of a link between cancer and cell phone use. But some experts say, like tobacco, it could be decades before we learn if there are any long-term effects. The only thing everyone can agree on is it's prudent to take precautions, to use a headset, or even just go ahead and hold your phone a little bit far away from your head while you're using it.
Right, and yet so few people do. I notice walking down the street, everybody still has it right
Always,
here.
and they're saying that's what's actually really dangerous, is not paying attention.